Hey guys, Yoshi King 9000 here, and welcome to episode number 23 of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. The one who's waiting for us at the Temple of Time. Big 2B1. Anyway, so in the last episode, we did everything in the Spirit Temple, we completed that. And before we start off with this episode, I just want to say thank you guys for 100 subscribers. I really appreciate it. But anyway, so as Naburu told us, not Naburu, Raru told us that we should go to the Temple of Time, now that we have found all of these sages, we have all the medallions right here. So, let's go to the Temple of Time. I've been waiting for you, Link. Link, the hero of time. You have overcome many hardships and awakened 6 sages. And now you have a final challenge, a showdown with Ganondorf, the king of Hyrule. Before that, I have things I want to tell only to you. Please listen. Other unknown legend of the Triforce passed down by the Shadow Folk, as she does. If you would seek the sacred triangle, listen well. The resting place of the sacred triangle, the sacred realm, is a mirror that reflects what is in the heart. Heart of one who enters it. If an evil heart, the realm will become full of evil. If pure, the realm will become a paradise. The Triforce, the sacred triangle, is a balance that weighs the 3 forces: power, wisdom, and courage. The heart of the one who holds the sacred triangle has all 3 forces in balance. That one will gain the true force to govern all. But if that one's heart is not in balance, the Triforce will separate into 3 parts: power, wisdom, and courage. Only one part will remain for the one who touched the Triforce, part representing the force that one most believes in. If that one seeks the true force, the one must acquire the 2 lost parts. Those 2 parts will be held within the others chosen by destiny. They will bear the Triforce mark on the back of their hand. Seven years ago, Ganondorf, the King of Thieves, used the door you opened in the Temple of Time and entered the sacred realm. But when he laid his hands on the Triforce, the legend came true. The Triforce separated into 3 parts. Only the Triforce of Power remained in Ganondorf's hand. The strength of the Triforce of Power enabled him to become a mighty, evil king, but his dark ambitions were not satisfied. To gain complete mastery of the world, Ganondorf started looking for those chosen by destiny to hold the other 2 Triforce parts. The one who holds the Triforce of Courage is you, Link. And the other one who holds the Triforce of Wisdom is the 7th Sage, who is destined to be the leader of them all. You? It's Sheik. Sheik's a girl. Well, not just any girl. It is I, the Princess of Hyrule, Zelda. I apologize for meeting you in disguise, but it was necessary to hide from the King of Evil. Please forgive me. On that day, 7 years ago, Ganondorf attacked Hyrule Castle. I saw you as I was escaping from the castle with my attendant Twinrova. I thought I shouldn't trust but Ocarina to you. I thought it would be our best chance. As long as you had the Ocarina in your possession, I thought Ganondorf could never enter the Sacred Realm, but something I could never expect happened. After you opened the door of time, the Master Sword sealed you away in the Sacred Realm. Your spirit remained in the Sacred Realm and then the Triforce fell into Ganondorf's hands. He went on to invade the Sacred Realm. Ganondorf had become the Evil King, and the Sacred Realm became a world of evil. All of this was an unfortunate coincidence. I passed myself off as a sheep in hopes that you would return. I waited for 7 years. And now you are back. The Dark Age ruled by Ganondorf, the Evil King, will end. 6 sages will open the sealed door and lure Ganondorf back into the Sacred Realm. I will seal the door to the Sacred Realm from this world. Thus, Ganondorf, the Evil King, will vanish from Hyrule. Link. In order to do this, I need your courage, Ganon. Please protect me while I do my part. And here's a weapon that can penetrate the Evil King's defenses. Power given to the Chosen Ones. The Sacred Arrow of Light. You got the light arrow. Set it to C news. Your arrows will be powered up. The light of justice will smite evil. That one, it can't be. Princess Zelda, you foolish traitor. I commended you for avoiding my pursuit for 7 long years. But you let your guard down. I knew you would appear if I let this kid wander around. My only mistake was too slightly to underestimate the power of this kid. No, it was not the kid's power I misjudged, it was the power of the Triforce of Courage. But with the Triforce of Wisdom that Zelda has, when I obtain these 2 Triforces, then I will become the true ruler of the world. If you want to rescue Zelda, come to my castle. Yeah, so anyway, so you have another light arrow, something I don't think I ever showed you, that most items that you use in magic, except for the ones of truth, but different types of arrows and these right here, they show you an MP, so this is just like, I don't know how to describe it, but now, so, something that I never really showed you yet, is if you go to Hyrule Castle as an adult, well, it's not really Hyrule Castle. can see it looks much different even from out here. And it is now Ganon's castle. So, yeah. But how are we gonna get food? Because the hover boots, those definitely won't get across. Well, we walk up here. Link, can you hear me? It's Maru, the sage. We six will gather our power to create a bridge to the castle where Ganondorf dwells. The castle's keep, which is known as Ganon's Tower, is protected by 6 evil barriers. Bring down the 6 barriers and save Princess Zelda. So now I have a bridge leading over to the castle, but something I don't really want to do in this episode quite yet. In this episode, I just want to do some other stuff that I never really did in previous episodes. This episode, for the most part, I want to collect at least 8 more Sculptulas, and also get a bunch of other part pieces, which I will put on a time-lapse when editing. Yeah.
So while I'm doing this time-lapse section, I just want to talk about a few things. So first off, I just wanted to say again, thanks for 100 subscribers. I really appreciate that. But, yeah, anyway, just to explain kind of what I'm doing in this section, because this took like almost an hour just for this section of the video. And obviously I have it time-lapsed, as I said I would do in the video before the time-lapse section. Anyway, here in the Deku Tree there is a Skulltula behind this wall that you have to use a bomb and the boomerang to get it. Which this is actually my first time actually getting that, I think. As I said in one of the earlier episodes, I think episode 1, I did say that I wasn't planning on 100%ing this, so I have never 100%ed this game before. I do plan on eventually 100%ing the game. Maybe in the future I will do another Let's Play of this that would be 100%, but I wouldn't guarantee it. In this area there's a Goron rolling around who might be Big Goron, who sold the Big Goron sword, but anyway, after stopping him in that area in Goron City, he will give you a big bomb bag, which is a bomb bag that carries more bombs. I'm trying to get the heart piece up there, but I didn't get it. There's another Skulltula in Dodongo's Cavern, which I did not realize that you had to be Adult Link to get it. I believe this is the only, dungeon, the only Young Link dungeon that you can enter as Adult Link. Yeah. So, I don't know. So yeah, right here is, above these stairs is where the Skulltula is. Tried to jump to get it, but I didn't. There's another Skulltula in here, which could have gotten way earlier, but I didn't. Here's something that I thought I did. In the corner of Lake Hylia, there's the fishing pond, and I thought I did this in the episode. I forgot which episode it was, but it was subtitled Zora's Domain. Basically, you just have to catch a fish bigger than what the pond owner caught, which I believe it is always 6 inches, but I'm not inches, pounds, but I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, that one's 10. There is some things that I did forget to do in this. There's just a weird lag right there. And it might stop at times, but this is already sped up anyways. It's already on a time lapse, so there's really is no point in worrying about that. Here in Zora's River, there's a guy selling an item known as magic beans, which is what you're supposed to do to get the heart piece above Dodongo's cavern, as well as some other heart pieces. I just want to say that guy's teeth is really weird. Like, I don't know how that works, but there's one right outside the Spirit Temple, right here. When you can only plant them as young Link, then return as adult Link. There is an area in which you can do it in the graveyard right there, but you can get it with the if you have the long shot, I believe you can do that, and with the regular hook shot, but it's a lot harder to get it with the regular hook shot. Yeah, I just decided to plant it right there instead. And right here is the, you can see that the fire temple is blocked off by silver rocks, which you can not move as young Link. You can only move them as adult Link with the silver gauntlets, which I don't think I ever mentioned before when we got them. But you can pick up the silver rocks and throw them. But there isn't really much places where you need to do that, I don't think. Behind this rock, which is red, you can only destroy with the Megaton Hammer. Yeah, so right there is the heart piece. Back in the Desert Colossus, right above there, there's a Skulltula right there. After defeating a bunch of levers, there will be a big one that will actually play the enemy music. Behind there's a fairy fountain, which I forgot about in the episode right before we started the Spirit Temple. It gives you an item known as Neru's Love. creates a shield around you. So there's that heart piece right there. I think right now I am going to Gerudo's fortress. You cannot go backwards in the Haunted Wasteland. Right there's a Big Poe, which has a side quest entirely based on collecting them. Which, I don't know if I'm gonna complete it or not. There is a mini game right here, which I don't really succeed at doing. It's mostly because I'm playing with a GameCube controller. It's really sensitive. It's even more sensitive when playing the GameCube version of Ocarina of Time, which is kind of weird. I did get it that time, which gets a heart piece, but I don't get it any other time, which requires 1,500 points rather than 1,000. The only time I was able to get both of them was in the 3DS version, because that has the gyroscope in the system. But because of that, because I don't have a 3DS with a capture card, and also I hear from a lot of people that 3DS capture cards are pretty finicky with the cables. So is mine with the Wii, but that's because I just got really cheap things to record. This is the Gerudo training ground. It's kind of a dungeon. It's basically the entire thing is a puzzle. I would have done this episode on its own, but considering that I've never actually completed this until this save file, which was the only save file I've ever completed this on, so I didn't want to make an entire episode about something that I didn't know how to do. Something I don't think I ever said. I don't know all the items a like can take, but I know maybe I do, but I know for a fact that it can take the Goron tunic, Zora tunic, Hylian shield, and Deku shield. I think it can take the Giant's knife, but I don't really know. So anyway, basically what this dungeon is it's basically just a mini game. The reward you get for doing it isn't that useful. I have actually not found a use for it at all in the game that I know of, but I still wanted to get it anyway. I did not like this room at all, mostly because you have to use the hover boots, and using the hover boots to cross gaps on small platforms like this is really annoying. Also, this room right here was kind of annoying because it's in water, and that's pretty much the reason it's annoying. These guys right here, for some reason, did not die even when I was hitting them correctly. It's getting really laggy for some reason. But, yeah, I lost almost all my hearts just from those guys. Yeah. There's around 7 keys you need to collect to get to the prize, but you use one of your keys. You use one of your keys to get to the 7th key anyway, so you kind of need 6 keys, but you really need 7. I'm pretty much almost done with this. There's a new enemy, the Lizalfos. Not Dynalfos, not Lizalfos. They're a stronger version of Lizalfos, which we will be seeing again in the next episode. But yeah, I think I will be...
And that is just about everything that I know of, or that we haven't gotten already. So anyway, I think I'll end this episode off here, and in the next episode, we will go to Ganon's castle. See you guys then.